No, we're not saying that on our show.
Uh-oh.
Let's get to a break.
Okay. Good news.
Damn.
It is not good news.
Really?
I can't wait to hear it.
All right.
Yeah.
We're not talking about it. We're not even going to let...
Oh, mention it. No, it's going to break then, okay?
Florio just said that there's a chance the fucking XFL practice baby back amateur bullshit is potentially coming to the NFL. Hey, Florio, don't need these types of tweets. These are off-season tweets.
Mm-hmm.
We have training camps going right now, Florio, okay? We don't need eventually, could be. Don't need that, okay, Florio?
No.
My apologies. This is bad.
Don't want
news.
it.
I thought you were referring to different.
Yeah, good news.
Yeah, Tony just went 6 to midnight for something.
Yeah.
Came
Did
into
you-
the group text.
You hear that knock on the desk?
man.
That's Tony's Dahn.
Ben
What-
Roethlisberger's playing for-
Even better.
That'd be cool.
All right.
It's charity, so
I can't. We can't.
yes, we can.
Go ahead, Tony.
I said we couldn't talk about the XFL becoming a kickoff in the NFL because me even mentioning those words is allowing it to be some sort of real.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want it to even
Let's just say I'm
potentially
an
be-
Orlando Magic fan. Okay.
Yeah, this is one of the 4 major sports. In the
Front Office Sports, the Orlando Magic have donated $50,000 to Ron DeSantis' Super PAC. It's the first time the Divas family has used its NBA franchise to financially support a candidate for presidency.
Mm-hmm.
That was what you thought was the good news?
yeah.
I guess it is sports.
Yeah.
Way to go, Tony. Way to get it in here. Happy for you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the Orlando Magic have said this is our fucking guy.
That's right.
We'll see if any other teams follow suit. I'd assume not. I would assume that's not going to happen. All right. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice, and don't even think at your house. Don't even talk with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even acknowledge that it is a thing. That XFL kickoff is not coming to the NFL.
Nope.
Doesn't work.
Okay? That is an embarrassment of football.
Yes, it is.
It is disgusting. It is stupid. It looks terrible.
Mm-hmm.
It is Bush League.
Mickey Mouse. Excuse me.
No offense.
No, especially with.
No offense.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
the Orlando Magic
Yeah,
comes
right.
in.
Uh-huh.
Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
huh?
They're lying.
Okay. In their own backyard.
Let's get to they stinks, Clay.
Crazy.
Let's get to a break. Anyways, just don't even think about it. It's not happening. What Florio tweeted
Can't
was
happen.
bullshit. Can you call Florio right now, please? I'm telling him to delete the fucking tweet, like everybody's saying to me.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
Delete the
I'm
tweet.
sure he will.
Apologize
definitely
and
will.
delete the tweet.
Apologize and delete tweet.
You're going to get canceled.
Come on, Mike.
This isn't cool that he's even putting it out there because that means he heard from somebody that they're even considering it.
Yeah, respectable source.
And now he's kind of putting a spotlight on it to see the reaction. Now, well, let's call him back again. He might be.
might be on the phone. Do not disturb might be on.
Let him know it's an emergency. Keep calling.
Yeah, that's right. Send him a text like it's the old pager 911 or whatever. Like, hey, we need you. SOS, pal.
Red alert.
Yes, we need to make sure that this ain't happening. He has a lot to say in the NFL. He knows a lot of people in the NFL. A lot of people test and use Florio for like, hey, let's see how this kind of heard. This needs not. Could you imagine walking into a fucking Patriots game
No.
and there's half the team standing down there,
What?
and then the kicker's there, and then they tell you when you can run. It's like this is practice, bro.
I don't
We're
even
talking
know what
about
it looks
practice.
like.
Can you imagine what
I
Bill
don't know
Belichick?
if I've ever seen it. For real.
Look like a
You've
fake
seen it.
punt team.
Yeah,
No,
you've
you've seen it.
it.
It's practice.
Yeah.
It's like whenever they only do quarter cover.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, actually, because I think
Straight
I
it
talked about that the one time I saw it. I thought, this is like we do in practice. Okay.
Yeah, it's quarter cover. Hey, I'm gonna save your legs today, but I fucking need you.
Yeah.
You know, you think about that on Sunday. You know, here on Thursday, I'm saving your legs. Okay, I don't want to run you to death. Well, we got to do our coverage lanes.
Pretty easy.
So we're
to
gonna do
stay
quarter cover here. I've heard that 1,000 times in my life. And then the XFL's like, oh, cool thing. What is this? This is a drill? That's like a bullshit drill? Yeah, sweet. We're gonna make that our kickoff.
Yep.
Use it.
Pretty easy to stay in your lane when you only have to run 5 yards.
Joining us now is a man who's trying to ruin the NFL with every single tweet that he sends. He's in Canton, Ohio. A fan, a friend, I used to be of this man. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Florio, Pro Football Talk. Florio, can't do it.
Hey.
Can't do it. Can't
What?
do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do what?
You are a man who people in NFL circles respect. You are a man with actual influence in the biggest league in the world. You are a man with connections in the biggest league in the world, the league that we love, that we cover every single day. So when you put out a tweet that looks like this, Florio, the XFL kickoff eventually.
No.
Don't even put that into the universe, Florio. We can't have this Bush League garbage in our league, Florio.
Nope.
So I need you to delete that. I need you to delete that tweet, and we cannot have this happening. Why is this taking place, Paisan?
I'm not. I hope you're being sarcastic.
Well,
it's not my idea. It's the NFL's idea.
No.
The NFL is exploring possibilities for getting rid of the kickoff as it's currently designed. And one of the options, I'm told, as it explains in the story, if you click on, before I delete the tweet, click on the link and read the story, they're looking at the XFL option. They're looking at other options too. Now, I talked to somebody else who said the XFL option is where they're going with this. And the
Who is it?
said,
That's somebody with say? That's somebody with information that told you that?
Somebody who, if I told you the name, you'd say, oh, okay, yeah, that's somebody who knows what's going on.
Oh, shit.
Can't do it.
But the
How
person
soon?
also
How
said
soon?
it's going to be a disaster because the caliber of the NFL player, those guys standing still like they're electric football figures before you turn the button on. Once it's time to go, they're going to swarm all over the kick returner, and there's never going to be much of a return.
Florio, imagine walking into a stadium and seeing this shit. Can you imagine? You know what I mean?
Doesn't it look like? Did you have electric football? It
Yes.
looks like electric football, and you're waiting to flip that little red button.
So dumb.
So, Florio, this is actually like quarter cover drill for like practice. Like this actually happens. Like it was like the XFL just created something out of nowhere. Like this is a kickoff coverage drill to save legs is what it's kind of described as by special teams coaches. So this has been in practices for a long time. It is not, I mean, it's just, what are we doing? You know, what do we do? You think they're actually going to make this move, and how soon is something like this potentially happen? You think?
What they're going to do, because the Band-Aid for this year is the fair catch. If you call for the fair catch within the goal line in the 25.
And we hate that, right? You hate that? We hate that? We hate that?
I hate that. No,
Okay,
look,
okay, good.
Pat, we agree on all this. I'm just trying to provide people with news.
Yeah, I know, Florio.
All right.
And this is me being mad at the bearer of
You're
the bad
killing
news.
the messenger.
Yeah, well,
I'm the messenger.
Well, I apologize. When is this potentially going to get enacted upon? You think maybe next year they vote on it if this fair catch thing?
The reason they went with the fair catch thing this year is because they didn't have any better ideas. So now they're looking for other ideas. They're studying the data from the XFL about that abomination that you hate, and and they're looking at other options. But they're determined to do something. They want to get rid of the high-speed collisions, the average speed, and this is the messenger. Don't kill the messenger. The average speed, according to the NFL, for the player running down the field for kick coverage is 17 miles per hour. And when two guys collide at that kind of speed, it's increased risk of concussion. And the one thing they never talk about is the Kevin Everett injury. It's the Eric LeGrand injury at Rutgers, if you remember that one. It's the dipping of the helmet instinctively at the point of impact, colliding, pressure on your neck, fractured C5 vertebrae, and then you have a potentially serious condition, paralysis or whatever.
Yeah, and I understand all of that. My idea would be just like,
Keep your head up.
hey, they've tried that. I think Heads Up Football has done a great job. And I think Eric LeGrand has become an incredibly inspiring human to listen and watch and everything he's got going on. And same with Everett there. Like whatever you think of a kickoff though, like that's football. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I think like if you listen to the football people talk about it and then you listen to like seemingly the business corpo people talk about it or media and everybody else talk about it, two vastly different conversations. That's why like the NFL pushing through that fair catch thing this past year was kind of scary for everybody. You even heard Andy Reid talk about it. You heard Belichick talk about it. It's like, well, if they're just willing to do this when every coach and player is like, no, what else will they do with that? You know what I mean?
That's right.
And that's a real fear I think people have.
Oh, that's right. They're going to do whatever they're going to do, and what people think about it doesn't matter. They're going to push through to get enough votes to support whatever they want to do. And if the rest of us don't like it, the attitude's going to be tough shit. I mean, that's the vibe that we get as it relates to these kinds of changes that everybody seems to be against. And there's so many people that are against changing the kickoff that I think it doesn't matter. They are, I think, obsessed. And look, I got no problem with efforts to reduce concussions. That's the goal. And to avoid potentially serious or fatal injuries. I get that. Yeah. But it's an obsession. And at a certain point, football is football. Yeah. And as Joe Burrow said last year, we know what we signed up for, and the guys are still playing. Everybody knows everything there is to know about the risk of playing football now, and there's no shortage of football players. So are you going to fundamentally change the game? It's one thing to make the game safer. When you fundamentally change the game, that's when you have a problem, and that's what they're at risk of.